Big story, big story, big story of what happened yesterday. Somebody just talking gets terminated. I mean, it happens all the time, though, right? I remember back in the day when there was this band, rap band, rap group, whatever you want to call it, Two Live Crew. They didn't want freedom of speech. Some, there were some people that I don't know, maybe they were super religious or whatever. Anyway, they didn't like freedom of speech. They wanted to ban them, and they did ban them. They banned Two Live Crew. Now the circle has came around to the other side, and now that side's getting banned. Not just getting banned, they're getting, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? A lot worse than banned. Terrorized. Yeah. They're being terrorized. Yeah. But, you know, it's what happens when people want to get rid of freedoms. They want to get rid of freedoms. Yeah. So now, things you can't say, things you can't do. People getting banned like crazy for all sorts of stuff. Nobody really thinks about that. They always think about political party and religious party and stuff like that. Hey, David Kenneth, what's up, my man? How you doing? You are the first in. I was talking in case people watch the recording. Give it a beginning. So, how's everything going? Yes, yes, yes. I did a video. I did a video about Charlie Kirk. So, what do you think? Um, you got a heart, and then you have a, a rose down. How sad. I didn't know what you thought because there is a lot of people that are celebrating it. So so I don't know if any of my viewers would celebrate it, but there are a lot of people. I don't think so. You can use it. Yeah, it should be okay. Uh, his family was there. May his soul rest in peace. Yeah, it's pretty bad if you're a child and you see your father get boom boomed. Um, what happened with Charlie? Oh, this is Mish. Hey, Mish. Do you know Charlie Kirk? I can uh, I can tell you who he is if you don't know. I was not a big fan of him, but I can't accept uh, he is no more. Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling you might be Democrat. Me, I'm independent. I'm not. I'm not I'm not either one, Democrat or Republican. Oh, you don't know? Okay. Well, Charlie Kirk, he was a political activist, and he was someone who supported conservative um, party, the conservative party in the U.S., the Republican Party, and he also supported Trump. He was doing a speech at the college, and somebody was on top of a building and they shot him right here, and it was pretty graphic. I'm not going to, I can't go into the detail, even if I wanted to, because of how we're controlled, our speech. And this is what bothers me, the controlling of speech. You know, I can't say what I want to say to explain things, and his speech was controlled because somebody took his life in front of his family, his kids, and his mom. I mean, not mom, wife. Let's see. Uh, so sad. Hold on, let me brighten this up. Let me brighten it up so I can see it better. Okay, what, I am not a Democrat. Yeah, never been a Democrat. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were or not, but I had a feeling you might be. I said I had a feeling you might be. You might be independent like me. You might be Republican. I don't know. But either way, it doesn't matter because I accept everybody. You know, I don't. I respect everybody's belief, political party. Um, where they're from, all that kind of stuff. And I just think everybody should do that. But yeah, Mish, um, there are people in the USA that are celebrating this. There's a lot of people celebrating. I've watched a lot of videos of people celebrating this. What he did debates. He would go on a stage. He was at a college. He would go to college, different colleges around the U.S., and he would debate people on his thoughts, his beliefs. He was, he was a Christian, so he would talk about that, and he would talk about a lot of things, a lot of conservative stuff. Anyway, and you know, people didn't like words that he said. He never pushed violence. I've never heard him push violence. At least I've never heard him push violence. And I have seen a lot of his videos. He had about 4 million subscribers on YouTube. And he's been doing this for about, I think, 10 years. He was only 31 years old. Now, I liked his ideas, most of them, but I was not a fan of his personality. Thought he was arrogant. Oh, okay. I have heard you say something that was sort of like Republican as well. But I mean, yeah, I don't really know what people are unless they tell me, you know. And it doesn't matter. I really don't care what people are. I mean, it's good for me, sort of, in a way, to as far as um, different things, but for me to know who I'm talking to and all that kind of stuff. Because one thing I'll do is if I'm around somebody that don't like cussing, I won't cuss in front of them. I want to respect them. But then there's some people that they don't have a problem cussing. Remember I was in the military, and so it was pretty normal in the military. Nah, I liked his. Oh yeah, we read that. What did I say? Uh, you said you never been a Democrat. You said no, I liked his ideas. But you were talking about you didn't like his personality because he was arrogant. And you know, I don't know. I like I said, I have seen a lot of his videos, but I never really thought much about him as a person or anything like that. You know, he's been around for 10 years, and I've been on every angle of the political thing. I've been into the Democratic side. I've been into the Green Party side, the Libertarian Party side, the Conservative Party side. Now I'm just I don't care about any of the politics. I don't care about. I think it's all like full of corruption. No, what Republican did I say? You said something about a Republican. Well, you retracted a message, so I'm not sure what that was. Yeah, yeah, maybe it was the message you retracted. I didn't see the Republican thing, and I have had messages that people sent and I never saw them. They never came through, so that is a possibility. Did you say something about a Republican? I'm going back to every message you sent. I don't see anything about any Republicans. What did you say about a Republican? Hey, Mom, be fit. Hey, Mary. We're sort of like in a conversation right now about the tragedy over in the U.S. at a college. A very, very, very popular speaker that had about 4 million subscribers on YouTube was taken out. Yeah, it was in Utah. David says, I mean, you said I said something that made you think I was. Oh, okay, okay, okay. You're talking about before. I just want to recall something. You said something that had a racial tone to it, like sort of a prejudice thing. But then I think you retracted it. So it reminds me of a lot of my family. A lot of my family are Republicans, and they have said some racial things, um, and so that reminded me of them. Basically, I think you retracted it or something. I can't remember. Anyway, I didn't pay attention to it. I just looked over it at one time. Something you said. It was sort of. I think you were like joking around about it, and wasn't. It wasn't like super malicious or anything, but you know, uh, jokes jokes go all sorts of ways. Like people will joke about Republican people, redneck type of people, stuff like that. Oh, I think I remember, but we had a discussion, right? Well, we were having a discussion and something popped up, and I didn't really, I don't think I read it out loud. I think I just like saw it real quick and just, you know, and I think you retracted it or something. You did something after that. And I didn't say nothing about it. I just let it disappear. Let's see. Yes, I've heard. I never been watching the whole video. Yeah, whenever stuff like this happens, I tend to like really get into it and really find out a lot of information. To be honest with you, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I don't want to over. I don't want to waste my time on it too. At the same time, um, as far as because I've said this many times. We can't control the politics or a lot of stuff. We can't. We would be able to do it is we'd have to come together and do something about it. And I've tried to make that happen before, and it did not work. I tried very hard to create like a third party to help change things, and there was no is that there was no use in trying to do it because nobody was listening back then. But a lot of things have happened since that time that I tried to do it. I mean, a long time ago. And now a lot of things have changed. And now I just give up because, yeah, anyway. David says, I was thinking about the time I said we were more privileged and you disregarded. um, I, I'm not sure what it was. I can't remember if it was about, I don't think it was that we were more privileged. I think it was something else. It was like a racial thing. Um, I think I remember you talking about the privilege thing, and I think I did say something about that one. I think so. But anyway, it's hard to remember everything because I'm on this thing for like 4 hours a day, and I have done 10 hours a day before. Let's see, I don't like politics. Yeah, me too. And that's one thing that, we try to do in here, Mary, is not really talk about it. But someone has said this before, it's hard not to because the stuff affects us. But yeah, try not to talk about it. But this situation, basically it's about taking away the freedom to speak. And that could be a big problem. I've seen that so many times. Hi, sir. Like done. Thank you. And so I did a video about it, about the whole thing. Um, I normally, I normally don't talk much about all that stuff, but it affects the U.S. If you can't have freedom to speak in the U.S., which is supposed to be a free country. I mean, that's one of the biggest things they're based on over there in the U.S. And if you can't have that, then you don't have a free country. You don't have a free country if you don't have freedom to speak. I mean, people have to realize there's consequences in things they say, but I think that's an extreme consequence what he and his family went through. I mean, especially his family. He had two little kids. Has two little kids. They were there watching it, and his wife. So anyway, but the biggest part to me is the whole freedom of speech thing, because if they do that to him, they could do it to anybody. They could do it to somebody that's Democrat, Muslim, Christian, anybody. I mean, just taking away the somebody, whatever somebody believes. I think people should be able to believe what they want and all that kind of stuff. But it was different. You go back to the old days, back when they had slaves. Hold on, let me see. Is that Anna? I think that's Anna. Hey, Anna. Welcome to the jungle. How you doing? So you go back to the old days, back when they had slaves, and shoot, I was trying to remember what I was about to talk about. Slaves. I can't remember now. I lost track of what I was talking about. Maybe I'll try to remember it. But anyway, if anybody else has something interesting to say or talk about, let me know while I try to recall what I was going to say. Something about the days of slavery, and I can't remember what it was. Let's see. David says, I do feel so sad for him. His videos were always entertaining. Uh, yeah, I enjoyed listening to the videos because he was debating, and when he did debating, it showed both sides talking about what they thought, you know, and I enjoy that kind of thing. I enjoy to hear what people think, different people. Hey, Deep, do I remember those words? Which Falcon teach you? Oh my gosh! Don't come in here with that, bro. Oh man, I do not. I did a screenshot of those words, but I'm not ready for the test. I'm not ready for the exam. I cannot remember. Roger, hey Roger, I'm sorry. I just saw you in here. Let's see, Roger, is that Ladaga? Ladaga, I think. Hey, nice to meet you. Welcome to the jungle. I'm in the Philippines, and originally from the U.S. What about yourself, Roger? Where you from? And it doesn't matter where you're from or anything about you. The main thing is we all respect each other. That's how I like to run my lives, is that everybody just respect each other no matter what their difference is. Okay, don't worry. We teach you 100 of the time. Yeah, I did screenshots of them, so I'm gonna go back to them and try to remember the words. I think K. I think it started with a K, and the word for friendship, and it started with a K, I believe. We are good teachers. Ah, there you go. Carte ha. It's friendship. Yes, sir, Roger Ladaga. Ladaga. Okay. Yeah, where are you from, Roger? Are you in the U.S., Philippines, or where are you from? I'm originally from U.S., North Carolina. I'm trying to recall what I was thinking about. I know we were talking about freedoms. Carte high, meaning is let's do. Okay, that's the one. The K. Also, we had the friendship one. Hey, Deep, do you know the guy, Charlie Kirk? That's what we started talking about. Roger, you know him? Y'all know him? The other people came in here. And friendship is Dosti. Okay. Dosti. Yeah, Dosti. That's the easy one. I should remember that. Okay. Dosti. I wish I could remember what I was thinking so I could talk about it. No, I don't know them. Oh, okay. Yeah, basically there was it's a political activist, very, very popular, and he got taken out. Had a right here, boom. Had a boom right here. I can't say the words like I want to on here, but yeah, the boom went right here, and he got taken out yesterday. It's pretty big news in the U.S. You did great, Dosti. Thank you, Deep. Appreciate that. So, what the heck was I going to talk about? David says, it feels so unreal. I can't believe it actually happened. I know, whenever I first heard about it, which was last night here in the Philippines. It was nighttime here in the Philippines, right before I went to bed. I heard about it, and I thought it was not true. So I started looking more and more, and I was like, seriously? I mean, he's only 31 years old, you know. 31 years old, and he was full of life. And so, yeah, I started finding out it was true. I don't know if anybody's seen the whole graphic video on it. I have. I'm the kind of person that wants to know every little thing about stuff, so that's why I have. You did. It was crazy, bro. I mean, what do you think? To me, I thought it was crazy. Someone said it was the worst thing they've ever seen. I'd say it's the second worst thing that I've seen. I've seen something else that was even actually make it the third worst thing, probably second or third. It's probably tied for second. Yeah, tied for second. There was something else I saw that was even worse. But yeah, it was horrible. I thought my heart my heart was beating so fast. Yeah, and that's why you know I like for people to see everything and know everything, but at the same time, um, I think a lot of people have difficult time handling things, and so I wanted to show it to some of the girls here, but I didn't do it because I thought they might have a difficult time with it. I don't know. The wound was big and blood was gushing out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. I didn't expect it. I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be pretty much a clean kind of shot thing, but yeah, it was a lot worse than I had thought. And the very end, it looked like it got even worse, but I couldn't tell if it got worse or not because the video stopped. Come to India. Deep. I would love to. I hate planes though. I despise. Every time I get on a plane, I am scared to death. Every single time. But I would love to. I think there's a lot of wonderful people in India. But you could come to Philippines. Maybe I'll go to India one day, but it will probably it's not going to be like anytime this year. I don't think. I don't think it will be. Yeah, I don't see me. I doubt it will be this year, but maybe one day. But yeah, you should come to the Philippines. I don't know if you're free to come over to the Philippines through visa and all that kind of mess. Let's see. David says it was messy. Makes me think it was not a professional. Deep says yes. David says no. He just fell back. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see him. I did see him going back, and the wild thing was he still had the microphone in his hand whenever he was going back. I was like, dude, still trying to work. Deep says okay. Deep says, did you see the news on airlines? No. We India also feature the airlines. What happened? You said the news of the airlines? India also features of airlines. Is there news on airlines? Something happened, or you just saying something about like information about airlines? Let's see. Chiden is in. Hello, Chiden. Welcome to the jungle. And yeah. Let's see. I thought it was not serious until I saw the blood. Yeah. Um, yeah, I didn't know, but yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. Yeah, there was. I was like, "There's no way he's gonna make it from that." When I saw that. Anyway, I'll pop on the hat. Maybe I can get some more people come in. Maybe people want to play a game. If I have three people that want to play a game, then we can do a game, or at least three, maybe four. It depends on how many people we got in here. If we got a lot of people, then I want to have at least four. That was not serious until so blood. Let's see. From Turkey. Okay, cool. Sadern is from Turkey. How's life in Turkey, man? How's everything in Turkey? That's a pretty interesting place because Turkey is part of it's in Europe, and then part of it, I think, is Asia, I believe. Europe and Asia. And so you've got a lot of different kind of culture there in Turkey. Religion as well, different type of religion. And yeah, I think Turkey would be a pretty cool place to go to too. But you know, I would really like to meet the people over in India though. So many places, man. There's so many places to go to. Over 200 countries in the world. So many wonderful places. Yeah, but that was horrific news, man. It's crazy. Deep says yes, yes, yes. Deep, if you could go to any country, or anybody in here, if you could go to any country, anybody wants to answer, what country would you choose? If you could, and would you visit or would you live there? You know, like for me, I love living in the Philippines. Uh, but as far as visiting, I would like to visit Europe and go like to Switzerland. That would probably be at the top of the list as far as the top of the list. There's a lot of countries I want to go to though. Let's see. Deep says when is was able to reach Philippines. I would definitely love to meet you, bro. Yeah, we we should do a movie together, man. You look like an actor. You remind me of one of those actors in one of the movies in India, and I don't know his name, but I know he's popular. But I don't know his name. You probably know who I'm talking about. Deep says he loves Paris. David says, I don't know why, but I also think this is a big prank just because how unreal it feels. I heard something about it might be somebody from another country. I mean, they're getting some information about it. They already have information, and you know, that, but they're putting the pieces together, so they don't know exactly. Let's see. No, this was just your love. You see me like this. Oh, maybe live. Let's see. You see me like this. I am just a simple guy. Yeah, but you remind me of that actor. But yeah, that doesn't mean you're not a simple guy. Some people say I remind them of some actor, but I'm a simple guy too. Yeah, we're both just simple guys. We're both just simple, good-looking guys. No. I have to say, Deep looks better than me. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Nish. We've had Mish, and now we have Nish. Good evening, new here. I'm watching from the Philippines. Hey Nish, let's see. Uh, you've got a long name there. A lot of stuff on that name, but welcome. I'm in the Philippines as well. Let's see. He is handsome. Yeah, I know. He's got all that cool hair that I don't have. Let's see. We both look smart. We both look smart, I think. Oh yeah, we both look smart. I don't know, man. You look. I think you look more like an actor than like a nerd. I might look more like the nerd. Let's see. I didn't know. Oh yeah, you didn't know? Yeah, yeah. I'm in the Philippines. What part of the Philippines are you at? What area? You don't have to tell me an exact area unless you want to. But nice meeting you, Nish. And that mustache. Well, he's got the whole beard going on, from what I remember. Beard and the cool glasses. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being cool and looking cool. There's nothing wrong with that. What matters is what your character is. How you treat people and that kind of stuff. There's nothing wrong with driving a new car if you want to drive a new car or a sports car or whatever. And I say everybody just needs to enjoy their life and do what they want to do. Let's see. I'm from. Let's see. All rounders in here too. Hey, all rounder. Good to see you again. Thank you for coming back to my live. I appreciate that. And Deep's in here. I appreciate him in the live. I appreciate everybody in the live, guys. Y'all are so sweet, wonderful, terrific people. Nish says, I'm from the third largest city in the NCR, which is Culiacan City. Yeah, I've been over in that area. I was mainly staying over in Quezon City, but I've been over to Culiacan a little bit as well, and all over Manila, different places. I really like Ortigas. Ortigas. Yeah, I think I said it right. Deep says, yes, I just love myself. I always respect people and admire who admire me. Is that what you said? You respect the people that admire you? Well, I mean that's the main thing is that we all give each other love, man. How was my day? It was good. There's some big news that happened over in the U.S. So I got involved with that big news. I've been learning a lot about what happened all rounder, and I just ate potatoes today for dinner. For lunch, I had sausage, but for dinner, all I ate was potatoes. Deep says yes. Yes, yes, yes. What about you guys? What'd y'all eat today? Having coffee right now. I have a lot. I love coffee. I drink coffee all the time. What kind of food have y'all eaten or drunk? Or anything or what have y'all had today? I'm trying to remember that one thing that David don't like. Uh, there was one food I remember him saying he didn't like, and as far as what the food was, is what I'm trying to remember. Oh, I still got some for tomorrow too. Here they are over here. Got some more. They're like back home in North Carolina, sweet potatoes. They're orange inside. Had them with butter for dinner. That was it. So I went vegetarian today for dinner. How's everybody's day going? Everybody's night going? How's everybody doing? Ye to is that sauerkraut? Yes, yeah, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have a lot of beta carotene in them. They're very healthy. That's one reason I rather do the sweet potato over like the white potato because they're more healthy, and they have more fiber in them too. Yum. So I guess y'all have those in India too. They're hard to find here in the Philippines. Easy to find has been the white potatoes with purple inside, and uh, and regular white potatoes, but they're hard to find these. Rowan says, "Hey, Uncle Mickey, what's up, Rowan? Good to see you again." Deep says, "In India, people love to eat sweet potato in the winter." Oh, okay. Didn't know. Yeah, didn't know that. They're hard to find here, though. Unfortunately, in North Carolina, in the U.S., where I'm from, we got a ton of those kind of potatoes. I was so happy to see them at the market. I went to the market today and bought some, and I was so happy, man. Okay, Rowan is eating some spice noodles and doubled gang. Double gang. Papa, my channel got deleted. This is Ritzy. Ritzy is from Sri Lanka, and channel got deleted. I've been asking you what happened. Why did it get deleted? But you never answered me. Please call me Ritzy. Okay. Deep says, no, in India, it's just easy to find. That's good because if I go to India, I can have some sweet potatoes. Sri Lanka, I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the age factor. Because they're cutting down on channels. Well, they're cutting down on people doing stuff that are underage. And so if your channel was, you put that you were like say 12 years old or whatever, then or 11 or whatever, then that could be a problem. I mean, I don't know about 16 and 17 and 18, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you can look up what I'm talking about. But it says not available 100,000 times. Sorry, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's miserable, bro. But this is what I've been preaching on lately is about how they're trying to control our speaking and banning us from stuff, and something I'm totally against. Let's see. Rowan says I just got out of school. Rowan says I keep checking your vids if you're live. I appreciate that, man. I, appreciate it. Let's see. Double Gang says, and it's 9/11 today. Yeah, Memorial never forgotten, never forget. It been 24 years, really. I'm surprised it's been that long. I remember when 9/11 happened. Yeah, I was actually at home, turned on the TV, and boom, there it was, the whole story about it. Rowan says, good night, Uncle Mikey. Some people here say Mickey in Philippines, but Mikey is what it normally is. But anyway, good night. Good night to you, my friend. Uh, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do a StreamYard app so I can get other people on video with me and we can converse on here. That's something I am planning to do. Let's see. My cap is spooky. Yeah, I usually have it on the other side. The other side is that color. So I usually don't do the black. But it's got a happy face, man. That's not spooky. Come on, I'm trying to be like loving and caring. Okay, together live. Oh yeah, deep. That would be good for you, man. Yeah, we could meet. Hey, deep. Me and you could do some collabs. I'm trying to work on collabs with different people, and I know you're not 10 years old or 13 years old, so you're old enough that be on a video and we could do some collab stuff. Yeah, try to help each other grow basically when you do the collabs. How if that's I think that would be cool with you because you're not shy guy. You go on video and you do your thing. The shy people are. Yeah, I know. I figured you were 20 something. Yeah, that'd be pretty wild if you were 11-year old and you had all that beard going on at 11 years old. I saw a funny picture today. It was talking about Philippines. The people here, they came in fifth in the countries where the people don't age too fast. And one of the cities here, um, I think it was third or fifth, I don't know. Anyway, something like that was like the safest city in the world. One of the cities in the Philippines. I can't remember what it ranked. I think it was three. I think it was like the third country in the world, something like that. Anyway, that picture about the picture was like a kid that was like an adult face on it that was talking about they don't age too fast, and that's what reminded me of you. And I was thinking about the beard. Let's see. Yes, people definitely love to see different countries and cultures in the same screen. Yeah, I don't know. I never really thought about that, to be honest with you. I know. I think I do. I think it's. I think it's cool. I think a lot of people. I think you're right. I think a lot of people do. That would be interesting. Yeah, but I've never really like find asked people what they thought about that. If anybody can think of hey Mike, Mikey, I'm Mike. If you want to just say Mike. But if y'all can think of something I should do, then let me know. As far as my videos or whatever. Let's see. People definitely love to see different countries and cultures. Let's see. Yeah, Mikey. Yeah. I wonder if I didn't have too much. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check my blood pressure out because I'm feeling a little bad. Oh man. That's what happens when you get old. You gotta watch out and be careful. I'm like, yeah, I'm like twice your age. Deep. I got a daughter that's about your age. Are you married? Do you have kids? And do you do any other work, or are you just doing uh, the YouTube full time? Hey Ritzy, are you still in here? And who else is in here right now? I'm checking my blood pressure while y'all reply. I'm starting to feel a little chest pain there. That's why I wanted to check it out. Oh, okay. Let's see, Ray. Hey Ray, give me 1 second. I'm doing a blood pressure check. It's very, very high. Um, I think I should probably take some medication. I try not to take medication for blood pressure, but they did give me some to take, and it's pretty high, so I'm going to look for that. Ray, how are you doing? And I think I've seen you in here before, Ray, for job exams, studying for job exams. Okay. Well, I wish you a lot of luck on that. Hope all that goes wonderful for you, man. Figure out where I put the medication at. I guess. Yep. I got it. I got it now. Yeah, it's my blood pressure has never been that high before. So that really surprised me. And one good thing for blood pressure, just to let y'all know, is and also to let you know, my blood pressure went up after I got the vaccine shot. Before that, I had no problem at all with blood pressure. And I also wound up in the hospital after the vaccine shot. And okay, um, is anybody still in here right now? My phone battery died. Let's see. Let me read the comments. So I don't know if anybody's in here. Nice to see you, sir. What time? No, it was bad in English. Thank you to understand my sentences with many mistakes. Oh, you're fine. Buffering has started. I'm there. Oh, you're in here right now, Deep? I'm just reading all the messages. Okay, I think. Are you in here right now? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So I've got an old iPhone, but the battery doesn't. You know, because the batteries on the old iPhone suck, basically. So anyway, that's my problem. I've only been in here an hour, it looks like. What I was going to try to do, if the other people were in here, I was going to try to get them to subscribe to your channel. But they, you know, yeah, I think they all left and everything. But we'll try it. We'll try it again some other time. That's why I was asking who was in here and everything. But I got some messages from my family that popped up here too. So I'm going to have to check that out. I probably have to call my daughter most likely. And I know I got a message from my mom too, so I got to check that out. So I'm gonna jump off live right now, and I'll see you again in the future. Okay. And thank you for coming in, Deep. Sorry about the battery dying and everything. Yeah, the new iPhones are a lot better, but I've got an old one. It's about, I don't know, they made this phone like about 5 years ago. Camera's good on it, but the battery sucks. No, it's normal. Yeah, yeah, the battery sucks on it. So I'm gonna jump off here and check on my family back in the United States, and because I saw some messages pop up, see what's going on. All right, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that, man, and we'll stay in touch. And if you want to, my Instagram's on my page. If you want to check it out and message me there, you can. All right, peace out. 3, 2, 1. All right, take care.